So this is how I make dandelion tea. So I go around and I pick all the yellow dandelion flowers, which I've pretty much already done anyway. A lot of them have closed up because the sun's actually so hot at the moment. So, but yeah, just pick the buds of the dandelions. There's the garden with some nice tomatoes. Yep, so now I'll go and soak them. I'll grab a couple more here. Beautiful, nice water. So refreshing hearing that sound. Yep, so there's the dandelion flowers. Hello, Tush. Hey, Bella. Okay, so now I'll go and soak them, clean them up, and continue making the tea. Okay, the next step is to wash them. So I've got some demineralised water, I have some bicarb soda, and I have some white wine vinegar. So just pour some of the demineralised water in there, and then pour a little bit of vinegar in there. They've been growing wild in the backyard, so they won't have pesticides or anything on them, but this will still get rid of any, you know, little nasties. We do still get chemtrails coming over now and again and things like that, so it's hard to do it with one hand. And this will froth up a bit. Yeah. Sorry if there's any little bugs in there. I tried to be respectful of the bees. There was a lot of bees pollinating this morning, so I steered clear while they did their thing and then picked the flowers after they'd left. So that's pretty much it. What I'll do now is I'll just strain those with a strainer. I might just leave them soak for a few minutes. Strain them with a strainer and then pop them in a pan. So that'll be the next stage. Okay, next stage, like I said, is to drain them. So it is a little hard to do with one hand. Just get those two out. There we go. I'll just pour a little bit more of the demineralised water over. I've got a couple of stems in there. I normally just use the flowers, but a couple come off with some quite large stems, so I'm actually going to leave that. I haven't found it to be too bitter anyway, and when I do make the tea, I usually pop a teaspoon of honey in. I only use organic local honey, or you could use maple syrup, or you can have it on its own. I don't find it too bad, even just on its own. Okay, so we cover it with water. There we go. Well, it's hard to cover them because they actually rise to the top, but yeah, put a fair bit of water in. I don't know how much that was, probably 1.5 litre, 3/4 of a litre. Put the lid on and then bring it to the boil. So I will get that going. I'm also doing some juicing at the moment as well. With my juicer there, I've done some watermelon juice, which is now in the fridge, and I've got some orange juice, orange and ginger in there. So, but yeah, I'll come back. So that's got to boil. Once it boils, you turn it down and then you leave it simmer for 2 hours. Okay, now it's come to the boil. So just turn it right down to low, and then I will let it simmer for about 2 hours. Okay, so it's been just a little over 2 hours and I just let it simmer. So I just need to let it cool down now. So I'll take the lid off and just let the liquid cool down. Then I will strain the flowers away. I'll probably squeeze them out too to get every last bit of moisture out. and then discard them. They'll go in the compost pile, and then I will strain the liquid, and then we will make some dandelion tea. Okay, so now I'm going to drain it. This is going to be a little hard with one hand. It's hard to do with one hand, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze those flowers out, and then there'll be more liquid, but that's the liquid anyway, and then I'll just strain it again. So I'll just do that and we'll come back in a minute. Okay, so I have squeezed out the flowers. There's the liquid, and now we will just strain it and gently pour it into the glass jar. It's probably quite big for the amount of liquid I've got, but that's all right. There, and then there's just a little bit of sediment in the bottom there. So that is the tea, and then you can use it straight, or you can water it down. I tend to water it down. I put about 1 inch in the bottom of the cup, and then boil the jug, top it up, put a spoonful of honey in. So let's do that, hey? Okay, so I have a little bit of the tea in the bottom. I actually probably put a bit more in than I normally do, but that's okay. As I say, you can drink it straight. And then this is the honey. I had to really scrape that out. I get this at the local markets. It's raw honey and it's local. And so I've got the jug here, so I'll just top up the cup and then just add the honey, and it just eventually just keeps stirring and it will melt, because this honey solidifies. Some of their honeys stay in like the liquidy form, well, not really liquid, but you know, very runny form. But this particular one, for some reason, solidifies, but I don't mind. It's still very tasty. It's raw, it's organic, it's local. So there we have it. That is homemade dandelion tea, which is apparently very good for liver cleanse. It's a good antioxidant, and it's also probably got a plethora of other great health benefits. So if you liked this video, please share it and hit the like button and the notification button, or subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I haven't done a lot recently, but I'm going to start doing a few of these little videos with some homemade remedies and homemade goodies. Ciao!